has been great. But there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call backs them up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Powers. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Huskies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's Kelly Johnson Jr. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
The run inside. It's Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback keep. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Powers. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Right on the money. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Powers. Working that left side now.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And some room to work. Could be an alley. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Pulls it in. It's Abraham. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Running to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. Northern Illinois holds the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. He's in for the score. Touchdown. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll give it to Johnson. He's still running after the move. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
That's caught. It's Johnson. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Off the RPO, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. From the gun. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's 2nd and goal. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Back to throw, it's Powers. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On target. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Dances away to buy time. Right midfield, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Makes the catch. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. It's complete to the left. good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he's got a touchdown.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the quick grab. What a cut. Now he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Turning it on. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Powers. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Now it's a battle for the ball. It's caught. Touchdown.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Johnson. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snagged in the middle. It's Thompson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Dead center perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 5 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Motion from the wideout. On the move. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Looks it in at the 40. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. So now it's 2nd and long. Rides to the back. And the defense drags him down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give on the inside.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. It'll be a draw. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hit as he throws. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. Moving out to the right. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Back to pass, it's Powers. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
Knocked down for the tackle.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
As we head into the fourth quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the two backs stack up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Johnson.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Rodgers. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Shakes off the defender. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Maybe some room here. Bust through behind his pad. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Made a defender miss. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The play action fake. Bring in the heat. It's caught. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. On play action on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Fowler. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped right there, short of the first down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his man. It's Abraham. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The hand to the running back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise it.
Unloads it downfield. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. He wants a big play here late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.